Okay, so I think this is all working. I just wait for someone to come in. Sup? Shema Shema. Okay, one person. It's not really enough. Two people watching now, supposedly. Alright, still two people. I'll wait for, I don't know, 3 or 4. Should be enough. Fuck it, let's just say what I'm about to do. If you haven't noticed yet, I'm making music today, which is no surprise at all. It's just something I can do anytime, and hopefully some people will watch and like it. Some things first. Fucking. Okay, so this is me, right? You recognize this guy. Why am I wearing a face mask? Well, because you know, pandemic, coronavirus, people are dying. It's funny. It's hard to breathe with this thing, and the mask doesn't help at all. Yeah, this is just what I wanted. Um, so this is a bit of a test stream. The first one I'm doing in Ableton. You can see it here. Some tracks in Ableton, but whatever. So this is the first thing I'm testing. The second thing is this. It's a laptop, a ThinkPad. Since my PC is not really the best choice for streaming, mostly because of the pretty crappy GPU in it. When I was streaming without the facecam, I was just doing things like chat on my phone, but I'm using my phone as a webcam, so obviously I can't do that. I just bought a laptop, so I figured out why not try to use that. I hope it'll turn out well. Man, this is really uncomfortable. Oh my god. I have no idea if you can hear me well through this face mask. I'm guessing kind of not really. I don't know. Please tell me if you can hear me very well through this mask. Oh yeah, that's Trackpoint Live. Yes. Okay, you know what? I'll just seat myself. Yeah, if you can hear me well through this face mask. I'm guessing. Alright, it's good. So yeah, there are not many people about to watch it. That's kind of expected. I'm doing this because I fucking want to. Whatever. Let's go to Ableton. Okay. Here's Ableton, and here's a project that I've started after listening to a lot of the Satan and D-Test. I think I'm going to take this mask off. Okay, this is way better. Oh my god. Yeah, nobody wants to see my forehead. Yami let me use his voice in this, as long as I give 0 credit, because he told me that people are using samples from him and then featuring Yami or some other dumb stuff. Whatever. I'm just using a single voice clip. So this is one of my most experimental tracks. It's still hardcore, but it has some drum and bass. You could probably see these snares here. Like, what are they doing? And just put them there. This is gonna be on the EP, by the way, the untitled Inaudible sequel. I still haven't decided what name I'm gonna use. It's not a priority right now, so I don't care. I just made a very simple kick, not really finished, and some snares. So here is what it sounds like right now. Also tell me if the audio levels are okay, if it's not too quiet or too loud, because this is pretty loud music. So here we go. Okay, looking at the audio levels, it doesn't go a lot beyond what my mic does, so yeah, I think I'll be fine with all this. Let me check something just real quick. Okay. Isn't it hot in Ushanka now? Actually, no kidding, it's pretty cold in here. Like, I'm genuinely surprised. It's cold in my room. It's usually hot as hell. But yeah, whatever. I'm gonna wear it. I would wear it even if it's super hot. I would just take like a fan or something. So this kick. Most of the time it doesn't have a lot of punch, right? So what I'll try to do is, I don't know if you can see it. Actually, you know what? Oh no. Let me do something like this. Alright, this is pretty good. Now you can see the effects, that nothing's going on here, so it's not important anyway. So what I've discovered in Ableton, a very good multiband preset, Restore Punch. I used it on the snares too. Now let me see if it'll help anything here. That'll do. 5 viewers, that's a peak right here, boys. And so what I was thinking about is just adding another layer to the kick, which is just literally just a punch for the kick. You know what I'm talking about. This is the simplest solution, but it works every time almost. So let me actually group it. Let's call this kick. But since I'm a very cool kid, I'm gonna use 2 C's. Oh my god. This is the everything. I guess I'll just call it the tail. And here the punch will go. I usually put the punch layers above the tail layers. It's just simpler that way. Oh my god. And the colors. I don't know what was that color. What the hell is that? Okay, it's this. So let me add a punch. Oh no. Oh, I guess I should also show you how I made this kick. So let me just disable everything. So this is what it sounds like by itself. Yeah, it's boring, so that's why I've added a saturator first. It's a pretty wild setting for the saturator, which I'm sure is definitely not even considered good. It still sounds pretty basic, like I don't know, a 90s gabber kick. I want something, you know, modern, so I added a whole snap heap. Let me just delete these things because I'm not using them. So first I added distortion. The quantized preset, you're gonna be careful with it. It can really mess up your sound. Then some EQ. It's just a simple. Shut up. It's just a simple low boost, whatever. Another distortion with a sine preset. Then some reverb. You probably shouldn't be using reverb if you don't know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm using reverb. It actually doesn't sound that bad, and when distorted it sounds even better. It sounds a lot wider, I guess I can say. So the next thing is amp. I'm not using a guitar here. Why would I? But I just used an amp because it's a very good thing for distorting kicks to hell. It's in the Ableton plugins here, amp. And it has multiple presets, most of them suck by themselves. For example, this is what the clean sounds like, and other stuff. And this is blues because that's what it sounds the best. And then I just modded these knobs a little, like the gain. Yeah, then just a Saturn, which is one of my favorite plugins, if not used in FL Studio, because it really likes to crash a lot. So here's what I did. This I put the mix all the way down because I don't want it to screw up my low end, and then here is gentle saturation, which is not gentle at all, with some of this. Yeah, this is why I love this plugin. It's really fun to use. And then this, I don't know if I even did something with this. Okay, but the important thing is that I put some automation on it. I'll show it to you later over here. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Then compressor, which is actually a sidechain. It's sidechained by the snare, because I'll just show it. This is what it sounds with the sidechain. I don't want a kick to like completely ruin the snare for me, because without sidechain it sounds like this. Well, it's actually not that horrible, but if you listen to it a lot, it'll just make you go crazy. So I added it for peace of mind. And I mean, I'm using more plugins later. I'll show it later. Then an auto filter, which is of course just a filter for the build-up, which is not even halfway done. Then this restore punch that I just added. Actually, I think it sounds better without it. And then shaper box, which is also used later. So that's the kick. Now the snare. The snare is less interesting. It's just a Cashmere Snare 7. This is what it sounds like by itself. Yeah, you almost can't hear it, mostly because I put the volume all the way down. I'll show you why. I guess I should also show you how the sidechain makes it better. There's a lot of tail in this kick tail. I don't know what I'm talking about, but there's a lot of unnecessary tail. I just don't want it to break my snares, because snares are bitches. I hate working with snares. So I worked with a snare. Let me just delete this and this, because I'm not using it, and it's eating my CPU. So first I added some phase distortion, which is you should only use it very lightly. Right now it doesn't sound really different, but it makes more difference when I enable the other plugins. So shit. Then a saturator, my favorite. More distortion. A resonator to make like this. I don't know how to even explain it. Yeah. This is basically what it does. And then another distortion. So that's it for snap heap. Now some overdrive. It's just a plugin. It doesn't do a lot, but then I restore punch. And now it's like super loud. That's why I had to pull this down, because if this is even at 0, it's just straight up too loud. Like, let me demonstrate this. It's pretty loud. So now what I really wanted to do is just add another punch layer. I mean, I don't have a punch layer, I just have this. Shut up. So how would I approach making this? I think I'll just use whatever it's called. Oh my god. Yeah, this is Sonic BD909. I forgot it. I'm sorry. I can't even hear it, and I think I know why. Yeah, okay. It's very quiet, obviously. So let's just put the accent up, decay down, hold maybe 2. Yeah, this is how we make punches, then just add a shitload of effects on it. Like a saturator. This doesn't even do anything, but this does. I don't know, should I go for this or this? I think I'll go with this. So I don't know, maybe an overdrive. See, this is just all of my kick making process. Just add random distortion-ish plugins until it sounds hard enough. Okay, and another plugin, pedal from Ableton. I love Ableton effects. Maybe they aren't as flashy as FL Studio effects. It's no sound goodizer, that's for sure, but these do just fine. I really like them. Okay, this will make for a great punch. Maybe an amp. I think the saturating is making that like squeaky noise at the end. Yeah. I don't know what it's caused by. Okay. Oh yeah, I should make this so it's controlled by the MIDI. Why it's Ableton? I said many times why I decided to switch to Ableton. First, Ableton has some cool stuff that FL Studio doesn't. The main thing being, shut up. Let me show you a random sample, right? Oh no! Oh my god! I failed. Like maybe on the drum loop that'll be better. Something complex. Okay, maybe this. No. Oh, it sped it up. Never mind. So this little button, warp, is just the same as stretching in FL Studio, but I don't know if you can see them, but there are these little triangles here, and I hover over them. I can drag it and do something like this, or something like I can maybe do instead of this, it will sound like this. It's warping. It's genius. It's great. I love it. I can't live without it. And another thing is that FL Studio is really unstable. It crashes a lot, and it uses a lot of resources. Like here in Ableton, if I just play this. 42% at most. It's not that bad, especially when I'm streaming. In FL Studio, this would just go straight to 100 and maybe even. Oh, I'm sorry. And even maybe even crash the whole thing. So that's another reason why I switched to Ableton. And another one is I really like this workflow. Like this workflow is kind of a strange buzzword. You just gotta get used to something. I really like this recording DAW style thing. It suits me very well. Plus, I wanted to try out something new, so I did, and I sticked with it. Good VST with clean pianos. I need this. I need it. So I think I have one. I can't remember what it's called though. Yes, this. Keys on Classic. It's free. No. Oh my god. Oh, and Ableton doesn't respond. Okay, never mind. I just replaced my kick with a piano. Great. Ooh. It's free, and it's a good sounding piano with some presets. Panic. This just resets the settings, I think. And you can have some effects here. This is a pretty good effect. I don't want a piano. I want a kick. Wait. So I need to copy this over here so it'll be controlled by the MIDI. But you can use one of the options in FL that will use your CPU only when you're using FL or something like that. I don't know what you mean. If you mean just giving it higher priority, that doesn't, in my experience, it just doesn't change anything, right? It just gives the program priority over other processes that you're running on your computer. And when I'm producing, usually it's the only thing I have open, except maybe Discord or a web browser when I'm looking something up. Nothing really that intensive. Oh, Discord is intensive, but in another way. If you are thinking about the smart disable feature, which disables your plugins when they are not used and enables them when they are used, well, it does help with performance, but it's not enough to make me ditch Ableton just for that one feature. And if you have really long reverbs or delays, they will just cut off. It's not very good. Do you have a Discord server? Yes, I do. It's in the description of every video I upload. Just go to some random video of mine with links in the description, and it will have a Discord link. So this is what it sounds like currently. I really don't like this squeaking sound. So yes, it's called by saturator. I know it. Oh. Alright, whatever. This is less squeaky. It doesn't sound that bad actually. Let me just add a snap heap to it. I went to 001 and there's no Discord. We don't talk about 001 here, okay? Go to another video. It'll probably have that link. Go to a video that isn't an audio meme. Like the... actually, I could just drop the link. I think. Shut up. Here we go. Sign in to oh my god, I'm not signed in. I'm in. Oh, okay. Whatever. Okay, yeah, I can see you're in. Alright. See, this is why I appreciate that I can use like a laptop. How much battery is left? 74%. That's more than enough. This is not going to be a long stream. Ring modulation. This is pretty cool. It just doesn't work well. Okay, let's add something different. What I have here, Saturn, no. Oh, I know. I used to use this plugin a lot, and I think there's a new version out and I haven't updated. Oops. How does it sound to the rest of the kick though? Not good, that's why we need another compressor. Whatever the hell that thing is. Audio effects, yes, compressor. Before the filter. It just reset my settings. Great. So just sides changes to this. Actually, I guess I can have it in like the another thing here. think that's pretty good. I think I can add even more stuff to it to make it even more punchy. I don't know, maybe that restore punch preset, it's pretty good, but here, not there. It doesn't sound that bad. Of course, there's like no low end in this at all. Just the mids and lots of highs. I just add another sub bass layer to it. Here, I think that you can hear some bass. It's a proper bassy, punchy kick. Not really here because there's not a lot of these kicks. Shut up. Maybe if I just add an EQ. Maybe I just can't hear the bass because of this. I put headphones over my hat, which is definitely not the best way to do it. What I want to do here, I want to do some pretty cool panning. Oops. Okay. Oh, I know. I shouldn't be doing this. I should be doing this instead. I'm dumb. Why doesn't it even change? I don't get it. You know what? Fuck that. I don't care. And like having the cursor follow. What am I talking about? Having the view follow the cursor, just all zoomed in on these waveforms is just so satisfying. I love this. This is great. Oh, maybe I should just pan the whole thing. Yeah, that seems like the way to go. This is too harsh. Okay, this is not enough. I need a filter. A good old high pass filter. I love it. I think that's it. I'm already getting pretty tired. I've been only streaming for 46 minutes. As I said, I didn't even plan for this to be a long stream. Just for testing, and I just wanted to. I just really wanted to stream something, right? Okay, so I guess that's it. So yeah, I'm leaving. Goodbye, very good friends. Two people are watching this. They don't even care.